Hey, welcome back guys, this is Zone. I wanted to go ahead and just talk to you about my Ogre Kingdoms. As many of you know, if you've watched my videos, this is one of the long time armies I've been painting and putting up on YouTube as I do different elements of it. I sort of fell behind here and there as I was doing it, but the first model you're looking at here is my Ogre Tyrant. This was basically the general of my army for a long time. It was actually a gift to me at one point in time. For getting, when I told the person I was going to get to Ogres eventually, which I did, obviously. This here is a Thundertusk. This was a very cool model. The top miniatures on top Ogre, I should say, can come off, and the back piece actually is magnetized too. It makes it easier to ship and travel with. Yeah. In the future, I might make into a stone home too if I ever do that. This is Skrag the Slaughter. He works with Gorgers, which I only have two. You'll see that later though. But this was a real nice one. This is actually a resin kit. This is not the old pewter kit. I like how this one came out. The tattoos are pretty good in this one, I think. Have to give me stuff you know. This is one of two units of Ogres. They used to be called Ogre Bros, now they're just called Ogres. This was one with standard. This is one without the standard. I put a butcher in one and put a butcher in the other. My Ironguts, which will be the next slide, has a butcher in it as well. It makes 18 models. It's actually 17 Ironguts with a customized Bellower and a customized standard bearer, because I don't know if he knows about Ironguts, but they don't have the arms for Ironguts that are actually Bellowers or standard bearers. So I had to modify this greatly. If you ever go to OgreKingdoms.com or something like that, where I actually have a step-by-step of how I did this picture tutorial. I think I have a video of this as well. Here's the standard. You can see there how I adjusted his hands and everything and put his weapon to his side. He's actually holding a brass rod. Same thing with his Bellower. I basically took what was supposed to be his hands together on a weapon and separated and cut the weapon out and that type of stuff, and then put it on his hip. So that's basically what I did. Here are the Mournfangs. These here are special choice. They're fairly expensive, but these always do work. It's like 7 attacks between the mount and the Ogre on top, and the Ogre goes strength +2, so that's strength 6. This is an Ironblaster. Has won me many games just because of this single model. I won in Wichita. I went to a tournament, a small tournament of 20-25 people, and I ended up winning that tournament. And I beat the Empire player because this cannon took out his cannon before he could start laying waste to everything else I had. This is actually a customized hunter. This is actually a man-eater, a pewter man-eater that has been turned into a hunter. It's the arm from the Thundertusk kit, and then his left arm has actually been built up and I made it look like a sleeve because he had like these puny arms because the model was sort of an older model. And I put a belly plate on to actually represent a hunter. Here are the two Gorgers I have. I'll have another slide on in a second. If you're running Skrag, I really think you need to run about 6 Gorgers. You can run them in groups of 2 with Skrag, and I think you need to have at least 3. And if you're running a big enough army, I think you need to go to 5 units of that, so 10. Here's Golgfag, that's Golgfag. He's a man-eater, so he's Golgfag the Maneater. And he actually works with a group of man-eaters if you choose to take them. I don't have any man-eaters in my army currently. But he does work really nicely with archer man-eaters because they can get scout and they're stubborn and stuff. Here's some trappers. There's only 8. Unfortunately, you need 10 for a unit. Back in the day, you only needed 8. I just have them bought in there and packed them. These are pewter trapper zone. This is a Firebelly. I have a couple pictures of the same one here coming up. I really, really like this model. Oftentimes, I will put him in the same unit with Ironguts. The Ironguts have the standard. I forget. There's like the Frost Dragon standard. It allows you to 1 time per game re-roll all 1s to hit and to wound. They're strength 6. So they need 2s to wound, and they get to reroll ones that they have to hit. So they're hitting and wounding a lot. It also has a 2d6 breath weapon. Well, the Firebelly has a 2d6 fire breath weapon, so that could be 4d6 breath weapons. Anyways, here's another butcher. This one here I do the the greedy fist with a sort of biting. So he basically has his strength. What is it, like 5 or 6, and he has an extra neg one. Here's the butcher that was inside the unit before with Ironguts. This one here I do the one where he can kill people. So he's got the chunk of meat in his hand. It gives you +2 to your casting. Like if you can destroy it, he can kill himself. Now this one here is my BSB. I don't really think Ogres need a BSB, but it's kind of a cool model. It's a regular Bruiser. They don't have a BSB model for Ogres, so I had to make my own. And if you notice, he actually has 2 heads, so he's an egg. And basically, he's a 2-weapon guy that had a brass rod runs with one hand instead of a hammer. And but actually instead of a sword, and that put the sword on the other hand. And you can see his 2 heads right there. He's a sort of a fun model. And this is Bragg the Gutsmen. He has heroic killing blow, and he basically goes great in any army. Now, this entire army is a little over 4,000 points painted. I have a lot more miniatures, so if anyone wanted to buy this army from me, which once again, this is another one that I'm just going in for sale in the full channel. This is sort of my heart of fantasy right now. Anyways, my business is a little more important right now, so I don't mean to go off on that tangent. But if anyone needs any miniatures to painted to match this army, I can paint them. I have several already. I offer a discount for anyone who wanted to use the miniatures I already have. Some of them are already modeled up, based, and that type of stuff, if you know what I mean. And we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you get a chance, go check me out at miniaturesamped.com, and you can check out and see if this army is still for sale. Alright, guys, have a great day.